everybody, this is Jen from Scrapping Posh, and I am here today with my newest Artistic Studio Creations design team project, and today I am doing a scrapbook layout for you. I am using the 49 Market Collection Vintage Artistry, and this paper, if you've seen my haul video, is extremely thick. So I'm going to say it's almost, not quite 110-pound cardstock, but it is quite thick. And I go through and I choose this piece of, it's a mottled look, and it has some lace undertones and some just different off-whites and yeah, beiges. So I'm pulling from my stash because I only have the paper in the collection, and I have this honeycomb stencil that I wanted to use, and they do have lots of stencils on the shop, so definitely if you want a one-stop shop, check out the stencils that Crystal has on Artistic Studio Creations. And I thought that this cardstock was so thick that it would be great to use some mixed media on it. So I'm not going to use a whole lot because I'm not experienced in it, but I am going to mask off these different shapes on my stencil with some painter's tape. And what I'm using for paint is that pink acrylic mousse that I had got on sale. And I really like it. It has a neat texture. Obviously, it's called mousse, so it has like a foamy, fluffy texture. And I'm going to take this page from the 49 Market Collection and cut out this little music strip because they're dancing in the picture. So, just to let you know that I probably will have a series happening. I have a wedding scrapbook to complete. I am just waiting on some more pictures. These are pictures that I took from the wedding. If David and Lindsay are watching, hello, David and Lindsay. David is my brother, Lindsay is my new sister-in-law, and yeah, this was their wedding from a couple weeks ago. Now I went peach because the colors in the wedding were peach and brown, so I'm putting this pink mousse down. I don't have a peach mousse. Actually, I don't think I have a peach anything, so I'm just taking some of this this card that I got from packaging and mixing in just a tiniest bit of yellow, and it's going to give me a peach-ish color. Nice peach, nice enough for me. And then I'm just going to take that same piece of card that I'm using right now to mix those colors together, and I'm going to smush on the paint on my little beehive hexagons, honeycomb shape, and I get all tangled up here. Okay, there we go. I could have cut those pieces of tape, but I just decided I didn't have to because I'm just going to do 3 little swatches. I am cutting the branding strip off of the paper right now because I didn't want to add a bunch of texture to it and then cut the branding strip off. So off camera is my Caterpillar Pro. Okay, so I'm back, and I decided that the paper has to be distressed and all the elements should be distressed too in the vintage photo from Tim Holtz. And the distress inks, this is a distress ink, and the distress oxides are also available in a variety of colors on Artistic Studio Creations. So go around the entire outside with this vintage photo. The wedding was kind of a rustic, it was at a barn, like an old barn, so rustic but elegant, like a shabby chic kind of deal. So I'm going to stay with that theme. I got several different ideas to play around with. So excuse me, it's going to be interesting to see how this all comes together, because like I said, I have some Project Life cards. I got the Southern Wedding kit, and then I have these really nice fancy papers, which are extremely, I'm going to say, elegant. And this is the nature theme one, but you could use it for whatever. So that's the end of my mixed media, with the exception of some splashes that I do later, but of course I have to let this dry. So I'm going to go and then come back. Okay, so now that it's dry to the touch at least, I had this scrap of a wood grain paper on my desk, and I used it just the way it was. Actually, I think I cut it down a little narrower so you could see more of the mixed media. And then that is going to be my base layer. And I'm just using my ATG gun. That paper did not, I don't know, fold up or wave or anything due to the mixed media, so that was nice. Like I said, it was a really heavy paper. And this is a picture of the first dance, I believe. So that's my brother, and that's his new wife, Lindsay. And I also had just this doily on my desk. There's that piece that I cut out. I end up distressing that around the sides with this distress tool that I have from Stampin' Up. So basically I just use a lot of stuff that was sitting around on my desk. I thought about using the rest of this Stamperia that I used on my journal cover a couple weeks ago, but I'm not going to put it in on this one, but I will use it probably on one of these wedding layouts, just because I found some other things to layer behind there. So at this point in time, I am going to speed you guys up so that you don't have to watch me, but I will continue to voice over. Okay, so let's just go a little faster here. I sped you up ×4, so hopefully it'll be a bit more entertaining for you. So what I did was I just, like I said, distressed the edge of that. I'm going to add that vintage photo and find a placement for that. And I want to layer it, but it's just a little too long, so I just get rid of that little piece. And use my ATG gun. I'm going to tuck it right behind this photo. I still want to see the mixed media that I did. And then I took this tiny piece of doily that I had left over from something and stuck it behind the left side of the photo. And I just want to make sure that, you know, it's not hanging off because it's only a part of a doily. And then this tiny piece that I had left over from that paper, I put on that second little splotch of mixed media. And these are 49 in Market Flowers. Artistic Studio Creations has a lot of different varieties of these, and they're really nice. I'm going to just ink this one. I'm going to leave the other two white. This is a variety pack. It came with 4 different ones. I'm thinking I'm going to have to get some burlap ones and some peach ones for the rest of this wedding. So stay tuned to see what I do with some more 49 Market Flowers once I get them. They also come with leaves. You can see the bigger one there. I stuck a leaf behind it, and you can use those with any of the flowers. Now, this is a really cute piece of burlap. It has a wood veneer heart on it and a piece of string, like a, not a jute, but a twine. And that was the name card at the wedding. So I took it, I confiscated it. I'm sure a lot of them got thrown away, which is sad. But I took it and I used it on this layout. So not only is she going to have this awesome memory of dancing, but she's also going to have some original pieces of her wedding in the book. So I'm excited about that. I have these little peach, they may be pink, but they're peach enough pearls, and I'm just going to stick 3 in each of those clusters. And then I found this button that I cannot even tell you. It's a chipboard button. I can't even tell you where it's from. That I just stuck down there to add some interest to that bottom cluster. Also, while I was talking, there was, sorry about the glare on the picture, there was, I used some Tattered Angels woven burlap and just did some splashes on there. I've had those mists forever. And now I'm just going through my little wood veneer collection, and I found this extremely old, I think it was from a Studio Calico kit when I was subscribed to my Studio Calico kit, and it's just a little wood veneer and then I had there's one that says Douceur, or it's French, Dossier, I don't know, but eventually I'm going to use that for this album, and I'm just going to cut off the dew, but that wasn't the right layout to put it on. So again, the 49 in Market cut aparts, I'm going to cut this butterfly out, and it's an easy image to cut out. There's several of them on there, and like I said before, it's so thick, it really does hold up well all by itself. And I'm just distressing the edges to like add in, to make it, you know, add in better, and to cover up my cutting mistakes. And I'm trying to go for like a little 3 clusters. I got like 4 going on, but that's okay. Looks okay to me. Now I have these old chipboard stickers I'm trying to pull from my stash, you guys. Of course, Crystal has stickers available, but I'm thinking these things are 3 or 4 years old. I got them, I think, at Hobby Lobby. And I was going to spell out Just Dance, but while trying to figure out where in the world to write Just Dance, I figured out at the end that it just doesn't. So literally the longest part of this whole process was me trying to figure out where this title was going to go. And here I've just decided that I'm not going to put the word just in. And I went off camera and decided to use this lace that I tea dyed or coffee dyed, and then just put the word dance right underneath the picture. So again, this is all stuff that I had laying around from other projects. So besides the 49 in Market stuff, this is just stash. So awesome to use some of that stuff up, and it goes really well with the papers. Of course, you could do, you know, lots of things with the paper. It's neutral enough that you don't have to do any specific theme. So I was really happy with this. I got an extremely elegant layout, but still with some fun in it, and with the burlap and stuff like that. So I appreciate everybody, and have a great day. We'll see you later.